So last week I made a video talking about how I thought that Marvel Rivals was good competition for Fortnite, and I eventually turned that video into a tweet. Big mistake. Per usual, Twitter did what it did, and instead of actually watching the video, they looked at the tagline for it, which was designed to hook people to actually watch the full thing, and they decided to attack that and my character rather than actually watching the video in its entirety. Typical internet behavior. I'm used to it by this point. Because of the response to that tweet, I thought it'd be a good idea to actually make a long form video giving my full thoughts on how I came to the conclusion that Marvel Rivals is in fact good competition for Fortnite and why players should really be excited about that idea. Also, do I think that Marvel Rivals is going to kill Fortnite? I'll answer that later on in the video as well. First off, I think it's important that people understand a couple of concepts here. We need to really understand the nature of what we're talking about. The biggest criticism that I got back in that tweet, and what I guarantee a lot of you are thinking right now, a lot of you probably even typed in the comment section before watching the video completely, is that Marvel Rivals is a completely different game genre to Fortnite. Why the hell would they be in competition with each other? That makes no sense. That's stupid. I get what you're saying, and on a surface level, it kind of makes sense, but when you actually understand business, that doesn't matter at all. Things can be in competition with each other even if they're not in the same niche or even the same industry. Believe it or not, the streaming industry like Netflix, Hulu, all of that is in competition with the gaming industry, and it's because of a concept called the attention economy. See, the attention economy states that human beings have a limited amount of time. There's only so much time in a day that people can invest energy into something, and that energy can be capitalized on, marketed to, and ultimately profited off of. Same reason why live streamers are a thing. Live streamers in all categories, regardless of what they stream, are in competition with each other. You can really only watch and be invested in one streamer at a time. When it comes to the gaming industry, it doesn't always matter what genre a game is in, but more so how much impact a game can have on the gaming culture and even the broader internet. Another thing I think people forget about is that gamers don't generally play one video game genre. There's multiple genres that people tend to enjoy, just like there's multiple types of movies that people enjoy. Some people like comedies, some people like horror, some people like action, and there are a lot of people that will bounce back and forth between all those different genres. People don't look at the film industry and say, ah yes, Avengers Endgame is coming out at the same time as A Quiet Place. Well, they're two completely different movies and two completely different genres, so they're really not competing for space at the box office or people's attention in the movie theater. You can only watch one of those movies at a time, and there's a good chance that a lot of people will watch both, but there are also some people that will only watch one. My point here is that just like the movie industry, gaming works the same way. So what does that mean, Clark? Okay, so people have various interests. That still doesn't mean that Marvel Rivals is in competition with Fortnite. Hold on a second. I'm getting to that. Understand that you as a player can only play one video game at a time. Do most of us have one main game? Yes, and for the people that are subscribed to me, generally speaking, that would be Fortnite. However, that does not mean that we don't all play other games. The other thing to keep into consideration too is how much popularity a game can generate. This is a concept that I alluded to just a minute ago. Think about it like this. Before Fortnite came out, what do you think people were playing? Call of Duty, PUBG, H1Z1, there were a variety of other games that existed before Fortnite did, right? Now, let's say Fortnite never existed, that the game never came out. Do you think that all the gamers that exist today, they just automatically disappeared, that they just fall off the face of the earth? No, they would still be gamers, but they would probably be playing something else. And what would those gamers be playing? Well, a good variety of other games. The thing is, Fortnite became such a juggernaut for the world that it took market share from a lot of other video games. People that were playing Call of Duty stopped to play Fortnite. People that were playing Minecraft stopped to play Fortnite. People that were playing H1Z1 stopped to play Fortnite. Now, understand this. Yes, it is true that H1Z1 and PUBG are closer competitors to Fortnite. They are a more direct comparison because they're battle royales. However, that does not mean that Fortnite is still not in competition with other games trying to gain more market share of the gaming space. When a game gains insane popularity and gains millions upon millions of players every day because it's just so revolutionary, it does something so different, that's when it becomes a threat to everything else in the space. Let me give you an anecdotal example of how I saw this happen when I first started playing Fortnite. So a lot of my viewers may not know this, but back in the day, I actually used to play a lot of Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Like, Dragon Ball Xenoverse was my Fortnite. I played it every day. I had a friends group that would play together. We would all sit in lobbies for literally 6 hours a day, just fighting each other, working on new combos, movesets, customizing our characters, just trying to get better at the game. We watched tutorial videos from just a variety of different content creators. We all love Dragon Ball Xenoverse because this was the first time a Dragon Ball game gave us the ability to put ourselves in the Dragon Ball universe, at least to any significant capacity. I will never forget when I found out about Fortnite. It was actually during a Dragon Ball Xenoverse session with one of my homies, and he was saying, yo, Doc, you gotta check out this Battle Royale game, this Fortnite game. It's crazy. It's you versus 100 people. It's all PvP. There's day and night cycles, fully destructible environments. Like, this game is insane. Like, when you get to that end circle, you're in the top 10 and your hands start shaking, man. This game's crazy. Like, you gotta play it. So me being curious, I decided to check it out. It had a lot of things that I thought I might be interested in. And guess what happened? Within about a month, I completely stopped playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse because Fortnite was so fun. Now, here's the crazy part. During that time when I started playing, which was back in Chapter 1, Season 1, we're talking, I would say, probably early October, I had a lot of friends in real life that were saying, oh yeah, I've heard about that game. It'll never be successful. It'll never be popular. I've seen other games do the same thing, but do it better. That game's trash. It'll be here for a little bit and nobody will care. Fortnite took over the damn world, and guess what? All my friends, my entire circle who was playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse religiously, everybody stopped to play Fortnite. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is a 3D fighting game based on an anime. Fortnite is a battle royale. Two completely different genres, but they stole market share from Dragon Ball Xenoverse. The game was so massive that it was taking market share from everywhere across the gaming space, which leads me into my main point. If a game becomes a viral sensation, it will take market share from all other games. Does that mean that all those other games that it takes market share from are going to fail? No, but it's definitely going to put a dent in some of these games' player counts. Now, let's look at Marvel Rivals specifically. This game is insanely compelling to me for a variety of reasons. When I see content creators dropping their games, which keep in mind have nothing to do with the hero shooter genre, to play a hero shooter full-time on stream and enjoy it, and their numbers for their streams are increasing, that tells me that this game has something. I can't think of another video game that's done this to the same capacity that Rivals has. Not to mention, Rivals has maintained a consistent player count since its launch. It's averaging about 500,000 concurrent players a day, which for most games, after being around for an entire month and a half, is abnormal. Normally the player count dips a little bit. But since Rivals is maintaining numbers, that means that either everybody that's playing the game and downloading it is staying on, or it's naturally losing some players but is able to gain the same amount of players that it's losing, thus keeping its player count. That's crazy. I'm also noticing the numbers that it's doing on Twitch, and it is outperforming a lot of other games that I like. Finally, I think the game is a breath of fresh air. After 7 years of battle royales and battle royale being like one of the biggest genres in gaming, there's something else that's coming up that might give it a run for its money. Maybe we're gonna see a rise in hero shooters. And if you think about it, what better way to do that than with an established IP like Marvel? There's tons of lore, tons of history already out there that exists because of what the Marvel franchise is. You're talking about one of the most successful IPs of the last 2 decades. Now they've come and created a video game which is taking the internet by storm, and a lot of people are having fun playing it, and I'm seeing it. Tim the Tatman, Ninja, Nadeshot leaving Call of Duty to play Marvel Rivals and also having his peak viewership while playing the game. That says something. Even for the larger creators, it's tough for them to transfer their audiences to new games, but it looks like a lot of people are just kind of tired of how gaming has been for the last few years, including myself. It's not that I don't love Fortnite, and quite frankly, it's not that I even think Fortnite's gonna die. In my opinion, Fortnite's in the best state that it's been in probably the last 2 or 3 years. The game is amazing right now, but after playing for almost 8 years straight, it's nice to have something else to play that's exciting, that people are excited to watch. And more important than that, like Tim Sweeney said, Marvel Rivals is just fun. It is a fun game. And just like when Fortnite came out, I'm hearing people say that this game will only be here for a couple more months and the hype will die out and people don't care. And look, maybe that is the case. Maybe this game will just be a overnight sensation for a couple of months and then we'll just leave it in the wind. But as it is right now, it's definitely taking a little bit of market share from Fortnite, because even content creators like myself and JoJo and Clen were having fun playing Marvel Rivals. Even Ninja set Fortnite to the side to play Marvel Rivals. And you have to understand, when a lot of large popular content creators start playing the game and get their communities excited about that game, that makes more people want to check it out. Finally, one more time, I want to make this very clear. this is not going to kill Fortnite. I don't think anything can kill Fortnite. I don't want to see anything kill Fortnite. Fortnite is probably still my favorite game. I think Chapter 6 is awesome. I think OG is fun. I love Reload still. The ballistic mode has potential. There's a lot to enjoy inside of Fortnite, but it's also nice to have something else that's not a BR shooter. I played Overwatch in the past, and although I had a little bit of fun with it, it didn't attract me the same way that Marvel Rivals is. It's a similar concept, or basically at its core the same concept, but there's something about how Marvel Rivals is executed which just makes it more fun to me. And no, it's not just because of the gooning, okay? That helps, but it's not solely because of that, okay? Honestly, guys, I hope Marvel Rivals does give Fortnite a good run for its money. I hope the game gets more popular. I hope it averages 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million players a day, and I hope the game has some amazing success. But I also hope that Fortnite continues to innovate and keep being an amazing game too, and I will go back and forth between the two. I'm not planning on stopping Fortnite content, but I will admit Marvel Rivals is just a damn fun game. And honestly, all of you guys should want the competition too. When video game companies compete, or when games compete with each other, it makes the gaming experience better for the consumers. Those companies have to fight for our attention and our dollars. And if they're going to fight for us, that means we get more stuff that we want in both games. There is enough room for both of those games to succeed, but don't think that they're not in competition with each other. Doesn't matter that Fortnite had a Marvel Rivals collaboration in it or not, the games are still fighting for your attention. And that's what I love. Healthy competition. It's good for you and it's good for the games. So let's see how long this hero shooter genre thing lasts. It's kind of crazy because as a DC fan, I'm sitting here wondering, like, why didn't DC make this? Like, why didn't DC do a Marvel Rivals kind of a game? But maybe we'll save that for another video. I love y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.